Imagine if Netflix could beam movies directly into your brain at night without charging a subscription fee, no buffering, no pop-up ads, and sometimes the plot is so weird you wake up wondering if you are secretly losing your mind. Congratulations, you already own this premium streaming service, and it is called Dreaming. Every night your brain puts on a show just for you, starring you, produced by you, written by your subconscious mind, and unfortunately with special effects that look like they were made by a team of sleep-deprived raccoons. We all do it. Some dreams are epic adventures, some are mundane, like buying milk, and some are so bizarre you wake up thinking, what was that? Why was I on a unicycle, wearing a chicken costume, in the middle of my primary school, trying to deliver a PowerPoint presentation to Leonardo da Vinci? That is the mystery we are here to solve today. Why do we dream? Is it just our brains being bored? Is it a survival tool? Is it the mental equivalent of cleaning out the fridge? Science has answers, but like all good answers, they come with even weirder questions. Let us start with the basics. Dreaming happens mostly during REM sleep, which stands for rapid eye movement, because during this stage, your eyes dart around like they are following the world's fastest ping-pong match. REM sleep is when your brain activity spikes, almost matching waking levels, even though your body is basically paralyzed so you do not start acting out your dreams and accidentally pile drive your nightstand. Dreams can happen in other sleep stages, but REM is the heavyweight champion of weird and vivid dream content. On average, you spend about 2 hours a night dreaming, spread out over multiple cycles, each one lasting longer as the night goes on. This means that if you sleep 8 hours, your final dream cycle might be a good 45 minutes of uninterrupted mental cinema. And yes, that means you might be spending a full 1/12 of your life living in a fantasy world your brain cooked up while you were drooling on your pillow. Now, here is the part where science tries to answer the big question. Why do we even do this? You might think dreaming is just random brain static, like a TV tuned to a dead channel, but theories suggest it is more like a nightly mental boot camp. One big theory is the memory consolidation hypothesis, which says that dreaming helps your brain sort, store, and integrate memories from the day. Think of it like your mind's filing clerk, working overtime, deciding which events go into long-term storage, which ones get tossed, and which ones get turned into confusing experimental art films. That is why you sometimes dream about things that happened that day, like a conversation with your boss, but with a surreal twist, like your boss being a talking refrigerator. Your brain is processing real information, but in Dreamland, the special effects department has way too much creative freedom. Another major theory is the threat simulation hypothesis, which basically says dreams are your brain's flight simulator for danger. You get to rehearse scary or challenging situations in a safe, virtual environment. Cavemen might have dreamed about outrunning lions. You might dream about failing an exam you did not study for, even though you are 35 and have not been in school for years. Either way, the theory goes that these rehearsals improve your ability to deal with real threats. It is like mental parkour, minus the hospital bills. There is also the problem-solving theory, which says that dreams are the brain's sandbox for tackling issues you cannot quite crack while awake. Ever heard of the chemist who discovered the structure of benzene because he dreamed of a snake eating its own tail? Or Paul McCartney waking up with the melody for Yesterday in his head? That is the problem-solving magic of dreams. They free your brain from the rigid logic of waking thought, allowing weird, creative connections to form. Of course, not all scientists agree on the deeper purpose. Some stick with the activation synthesis theory, which suggests dreams are just your brain's attempt to make sense of random electrical activity in the cortex during sleep. Basically, the mental equivalent of finding a bunch of unrelated Lego pieces on the floor and building a spaceship with a garden fence attached. Your brain does not like meaningless chaos, so it stitches the randomness into a narrative, even if that narrative makes no sense whatsoever. like the one where you are trying to get to the airport, but you are also underwater and your childhood dog is your taxi driver. But here is where things get even stranger. Whatever the reason we dream, we know dreams can affect our waking lives. People who are deprived of REM sleep start to experience irritability, memory problems, and even hallucinations. That means dreaming might be essential to mental health. Your brain could be using dream time to emotionally regulate, process feelings, and clear out the neural junk that builds up during the day. Think of it like emotional laundry day. If you skip too many, things start to smell weird in your mental closet. Then there is the fun playground of lucid dreaming. This is when you become aware that you are dreaming, and in some cases, can control the dream. Suddenly, you can fly, change the scenery, or summon a celebrity to have a conversation with you. Research shows lucid dreaming can be trained through reality checks during the day, like asking yourself, "Am I dreaming?" while looking at a clock or reading text. If the numbers or words change in impossible ways, you are in a dream. Congratulations, you have unlocked God mode. People have used lucid dreaming for creative breakthroughs, overcoming nightmares, and even practicing real-life skills. Yes, you can literally rehearse a presentation in a dream and improve your performance in waking life. Speaking of nightmares, they deserve their own spotlight. Nightmares are dreams turned up to 11 on the horror scale, often triggered by stress, trauma, or certain medications. While they are unpleasant, some scientists believe they serve a purpose in emotional processing, forcing us to confront fears in a safe space. That being said, chronic nightmares can seriously mess with sleep quality, so they are something worth addressing with therapy or lifestyle changes. Now, you might be wondering, can we hack our dreams? Absolutely. There is a concept called dream incubation, where you plant a seed in your mind before bed, hoping it will grow into a dream about a specific topic. For example, if you want to dream about solving a work problem, you might focus on that problem as you drift off. Some people even keep a dream journal by their bed to capture their dreams before they fade, because dream memories vanish faster than ice cream in summer. Within minutes of waking, you can forget 90% of a dream, so write them down. Not only does this help with dream recall, but it also trains your brain to pay more attention to its nighttime programming. Here is something to really blow your mind. In some sleep labs, scientists have actually communicated with people while they were dreaming. Yes, dream telegraphs are a thing. Participants in lucid dreams were able to respond to questions by moving their eyes in prearranged patterns, proving it is possible to have real-time, two-way communication with someone in a dream. Imagine the possibilities. One day we might have full-on dream interviews or even multiplayer dream experiences. Virtual reality will look like a rusty toy in comparison. Now for the practical stuff. If you want better dreams, you need better sleep. That means keeping a consistent bedtime, limiting caffeine and alcohol, avoiding screens before bed, and making your sleep space as comfortable and dark as a billionaire's panic room. Sleep deprivation is the dream killer. Without enough REM cycles, your dreams become shorter, weirder, and less satisfying, like a bad TikTok compilation. Exercise, mindfulness, and relaxation techniques before bed can all help prime your brain for vivid, pleasant dreams. And remember, your mind loves novelty, so read, explore, and challenge yourself during the day. The more interesting raw material you feed your brain, the richer your dream buffet will be at night. To sum this all up without accidentally making you fall asleep right now, dreaming is not just some quirky side effect of sleep. It is a complex, fascinating, and still partly mysterious function that ties into memory, learning, creativity, problem-solving, and emotional health. Whether dreams are the mind's filing system, a danger simulator, a random art show, or all of the above, they are one of the most universal yet deeply personal experiences we have. Every night, our brains build a private universe where physics is optional, logic takes a vacation, and reality is whatever you want it to be, or sometimes whatever you desperately do not want it to be. It is a nightly reminder that inside your skull, there is a supercomputer capable of generating infinite worlds on demand. That is not just science. That is magic wearing a lab coat. So the next time you wake up from a dream where you were piloting a spaceship made of spaghetti while fighting crime with a talking platypus, do not just laugh it off. Your brain was doing important work in there. Maybe it was rehearsing survival skills. Maybe it was reorganizing your emotional library. Or maybe it was just showing you that even when you are unconscious, you are still the weirdest and most fascinating person you know. Keep a dream journal, try lucid dreaming, aim for quality sleep, and see what worlds you can explore tonight. And here is where you come in. What is the weirdest, funniest, or most mind-blowing dream you have ever had? Share it in the comments. Let us compare our brain movies and see who has the best subconscious director. And if you enjoyed this little trip into the science of sleep, hit that subscribe button for more fast, funny, genius-level explanations delivered straight to your eyeballs at the speed of laughter. This is XQ, Quick Funny Explanations, signing off until your next REM cycle.